disconnect with you guys and I gotta go to work.
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. It's a job site. So much you gotta do that you shouldn't have to do. The avenue of the stream.
I think I'm gonna buy myself an email.
YouTube.
A new one. Just because I got an extra, I got 3 checks last week because the way my checks worked, I was able to get an extra one, so I was kind of a little bit ahead of my bills. So I'm thinking while I have the extra money, I should get one. I just gotta look it up. Cause there's one called High Five, and that's the one that everybody seems to have. And that one works good. But I'm gonna ask Joe too, because sometimes you guys are kind of do people out. Maria's getting that actor up here. You see, maybe they got emails. Yeah, something good. So, we'll have to see. But, anyway, you guys take it easy and have a good day.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude. White. For cock. What we gonna do today? Oh, we are doing already a couple of things. But I'm sure it's
Go ahead.
Okay, wow. Oh my God. Where seats at? Hey, everyone.
talking plain in everyone's voice. When you gonna get my name out your mouth and stuff? 5 people running around there playing Don Jacobs, Jingle, Hyman Schmidt. Well, his name is Fine Angel. Well, then why ain't your name you? Why's your name John Jacob Smith? Whenever he goes out, you go out. Wherever he go, you go where his knee grow. However he thought, you want to be unclever and sit there and mock. Why can't you be your name and he can be his name? But no, 5 people want 5 other people's names. What's somebody gonna be their people a name? They can't. That's the new world's game. I'm not gonna be my name, I'm gonna be his. Or Ed's. I don't want to be a man, I want to be a G-man. I don't want to be a woman, I want a penis. I don't want to be a man, I want some tatas.
I speak like this.
Why don't you want to be who you are? Because the only way I can be to fit in is for I need to sell my life to Satan and change who I become out of a crotch. I need to be looking like a walking, talking crotch. A baloney and cheese. IP daddy.
Lucky, eh?
I have to change my IP address. That's only where I live. I don't live in a home address. I live in an IP address. With data and megabytes.
Tell them to save it, don't just buy stupid stuff.
We don't run out
Buy
of
good
stuff
stuff.
like that. It's beach. California girls. Hey, I got a new internet connection up here in the country. Cool. That's cool to hear. Yeah. You only pay for what you get. I hear you. You got to pay a lot more than other people, but hopefully you're connected better. I think we need a big blessing in America, other than the possessing of America. How's today? Abducted and disgusting. Abducted and discussing the abductions. The conductions. I don't have a home. I just have an IP address. Yeah, the comments seem to be working good. I thought we were having a On May 12th, alert, alert, alert. Meteor showers, comet showers. You know how it's going, guys. I'm fighting the electrical possessed washing machine again. The digital mess all over the place. It's a hall you pass. It's bouncing off the wall. It's bouncing off the wall everywhere. The Negroes. Where does the Negro? The back of my Negro. Attacked. No flying. Like a feather, like an eagle.
Suddenly, Negro.
Yeah, where my Negroes. Where my Negroes, the green grass and the garden ain't growing. The destruction's happening. Yeah. That's actually what I've been looking towards. If that check comes through, I want to buy a smaller greenhouse kit, build it, put it in the yard. Then outside of it, put a couple smaller I could probably prefabricate my own, but the kids are going to screw me up making them. So if I could find a couple affordable ones at the nursery, put those on the outside edge of it, and put one or two inside the greenhouse for the vegetables. That's what I want to give my mom. You know what they're doing. They want you to be their scum buddies. Can you be my scum buddy? No. A Virgo can't live like that. Trash, clutter, scum. You ruin every day of my life with it. But come on, I need a scum buddy. Somebody else can do it. I'm gonna be a scumming and spellcaster. I'll see you up there. I'm also gonna try to look up the dog kennel outside unit. So you could spend some time outside, huh? You don't need to be ooping me up around here. All the money I should have. I'd be in here putting a heated tile floor. We could do that live stream. Flash patch it, level it all out first with flash patching and self-leveling cement. Get it level from the area I need. That's quick dry. Do that early. About 6:30, 7 in the morning. By about 9:30, that'll be nice and cured. Then start mixing me up some extra cement and mix to hold the heating floor mat to the ground. Install that. Trowel, notch all my mortar in, my cement, my bond. For that, I'd run a coat of dry lock over the self-patch leveling floor kit. Dry lock it in. Then I put down the heated floor mat. Layer cement to hold it. Notch trail that out. Put the floor mat. Let that dry. Add the heating coil to it. Let that get where I know it's gonna get connected. And you start getting your tiles ready, and whop bam boom. There's a lot of good thoughts. You're not loud. Get the carpet replaced. It needs replaced. Fix both these doors with better doors, solid wood doors. They'll never buy them cheap corridors. So cheap you look at it and they just fall apart. They're like $22, $25. Oh, we need a door. Get that one. It's the cheapest one. If I was the one to walk through this place, or before I moved anything that should be living in this place, that wouldn't be just throw everybody there and run off and call the piled up job site of incomplete and who, what, where's, and why's, and when's. Well, the point is, if I do get the check, why do I gotta come out of my pocket to not want to live scummy out of my check, just like the old house? Why would I have to come out of my earned money for people trying to kick my door in to take my good stuff? The last door I put on the old house come out of my pocket, my money. I'm loading it up, carrying it around, solid wood door, $90 stopping with a Schlage doorknob, 2 or 3 other locking mechanisms I'm using. And then in the old home, they do the same thing. Stab knives on the inside of it, kick at the bottom of it. Yeah. So I need that Winnebago. Hi. No, you buy it. That's the key word. You buy it. I don't want to buy it. I want you to buy it. I want to arm chew it. It's called a Dick's Trace. They're only a number waiting to get pissed. Only a thought waiting for the permission slip. I got so many good ideas and brainstorms, but I better look like a butt in a private and a Don job. Somebody's pushing buttons every day. Buttons. Somebody wants your rights. How come they don't want your lefts? I could do 31 questions without a clue. That's the cop sequence. 21 questions without a clue. Well, why you need a clue? You're asking the question. Use your eyes. I can't observe and give you the answer. So then you say, plagiarize. And give a good meaning, and then what am I just stuck there? Dangling in the tree? Like the wind blows? Tuesday's gone in the wind. That's what I have for today's description. But directing through the path of my eyes seeing the wording I was producting, I became more abducted. It wouldn't connect. It took me 4 or 5 different times to connect this and that and their device so that I can stare in it and say, hello, my fellow. Americans and Americans and the blessings, is trying to promote our new patriotic act. It's called the Patriotic Pack. You will get it every month. It's totally different than your stimulus program. Your stimulus program is temporary, going to stimulate our mind. But when I'm done, President Uncle Don John Doyle, the people president, when I'm done passing this bill across the United States Senate and the Capitol building, and we get it approved, it's going to be called the Patriotic Package. And when it can prove that you're a true patriot of our country, a true patriot, you got true roots, it don't matter what color you are in this act, because we got a lot of black, Hispanic, Asian, and Caucasian races that make up our country, whose families have roots upon lineage of great America history. Certain restaurants, buildings they incorporated, worked in, certain farms, certain military conditions that some of our ancestors. Now that's when you should be a proud patriot or an American for your lineage. Now how we did the good thing for the Indians, we pay Indians, we put them on a reservation. Well, this is going to be the same way a Native American Indian, if you can prove you have so much in you, you get a check from the federal government. Well, now if you have so much patriotic American resemblance to where we call this place the free world, well, we're going to give you a free check. Not a disability check, not a retirement check, not a stimulant check, not a grant, not a loan, not a Roth, not an IRA. An act for you being part of a bloodline, of a part of families to where if you're approved, you're not already a felon, sucking up the welfare, not caring, sucking everything out of free program. If you could be a person that sucked it up and realized that, hey, my family was in the Depression. My family was in this. You become granted under the patriotic package you deserve, or your family, to make your family feel as proud Americans. You're going to have free health care if you're noticed under the free patriotic package. You're going to be taxed less than a normal worker that isn't a true lineage, a true product of America. And that's how we'll learn and treat people the way they should. Of course, you can obtain your jobs, your businesses, your ways that you're already making money. But some other people still need an extra kickback. And I say this check should be around $2,500, $3,000, $3,500 a month. Not known as a stimulus check. Once you're proven that you're acceptable under what we'll call the patriotic package, you will be Americally blessed till the day you go to rest. And if you have any kids, an old lady, don't worry. You'll be granted a good funeral, no charge. Taken care of. Your money won't go straight to the Fed. Pay this, pay that, pay this off. Shame you can't friggin' put your own family into resting in peace. We're going back to family cemeteries of years. You know, my name Doyle, I've looked in Greenfield, Illinois. There's family members in there. 1,800 years it goes back. Then I'm finding other names that are linked to mine that live right here where I'm linked. Last name, King. Last name, Witt. I got a letter in the mail last year from a relative that's known as mine as a third cousin. My third cousin name and involved with the Doyle name is King. I never knew that. The last name King. That was my friend's wife's last name, King. My other friend I grew up in town was dating his other sister, last name King. And I wonder why we always had this closeness. And they live in the same area that I know are the family of the names of the Doyles and the Witts that live in Triangle and Dumfries. Are they some of my third cousins and my family members that the other foreign agency don't want me connected with? I ain't that dumb. I know while my family were slaves and immigrants here, we were highly professional engineers on building mines and being forced to work in coal and gold mines. And that's how the name King, Witt, and Doyle, I guess, combined. Became families, moved on. And then the other history of what I know through the Indian blood that a lot of true patriots have in their family is the farm, the connection to the people of my family's last name that bred with people in the farm area. So I know there ain't no inbreeds running around in my family. Then especially with my dad being true, rooted to the ground, from the ground up of the farm, Illinois, making a child with my mother that's totally in Germany, in a whole other realm of the planet curse. And my name right now, talking about this, or projecting this as the topic of today, I'm not the only family that's really like that in America. And that's where you can be notified as to Patriotic Act. Patriotic Pact, call it. I feel good now waking up every month, knowing I got good saving in the bank, good health quality, a better graceful future for my community and my public appearance and my public patriotic roots of this country. I feel like I'm not doing everything and being that family that's doing the check to check. We all hear about those families that work check to check and they're always broke. That's how we're going to improve our country. I feel people disapproved, or the people that do need a disability. Oh, well, we got to put you on a 3-4 year waiting list. Accuse me? I'm disabled. How much more is that going to enable me for 2-3 years? I should be able to come into your social working office, show to you that I got a half a limb, I can't do this, I have a hip replacement, I had to have I'm an amputee from being part of your military, etc., etc. I'm not disabled enough? Oh, but then 3-4 years later, you back pay me for when I applied? But then I can't apply because your telephone's denying me? No, we're changing all that static. We can't afford to take care of disabled people, mental people. We should be more than able. And we give those people a lot of jobs. I used to hear them all around the military base. The ignorant breed of people. Oh, hire the handicapped. They're fun to watch. Fun to watch. Hire the handicapped. You should be helping them if they're in your building. Building a bond like how people build pen pals. That kind of friendship. Every time I seen the handicap crew when I worked on base, I stopped 60% what I was doing, help them out, communicate it with them. Where's the next trash cans you guys got to pick up, buddy? No, that's going to be way too heavy for you. Use my cart right there. Use the one they have there. I'll show you how to do the ramp on the loading dock. I'll help it to the trash dispenser for you. Oh, hire the handicapped. They're fun to watch. I like watching them take trash liners and bags out and throwing them over their shoulders, dripping all your goddamn friggin' Mountain Dew cans and all your trash, and while you're just sitting there in the cubicle punching computer-aided digital scripts at everybody. You with your 2-hour lunch. Yeah, you know who you are. You don't like people who I am. I worked in every one of your type of enclosed buildings. I like working outdoors with tools. Not running around there sticking people in a human resource program, treating people like fools. I can't believe adults go to work and they cry over, he parked in my assigned parking area. He's not a human resource. Oh, well, the goddamn guy's the one that showed up. A parking place was there, and he paint paradise and made it a goddamn parking lot. I could see if you're the goddamn in a handicapped spot and shouldn't be. I could see if you're like the actual general or an elder. But when there's a goddamn parking lot of 20 spaces, you don't need to cry because he's in my space is closer to the sidewalk and the door. And 15 people that are in there crying about each other are all human resource workers at a goddamn computer, crying all day, wanting to put somebody's job on the line because, oh, he's parked there. Normally he parks on the back row. People cry over where you goddamn parked. You should be happy the goddamn guy parked his car. He was there half hour, 45 minutes earlier than you. You probably had a good Virgo stride and a workload to him. Showed up early, got the break room ready, got coffee brewing for you people. Freshened up the rooms.
Don't do that, please.
These are the kind of people that go to work, they're all mopey, they don't care. They're leaving goddamn half stained up coffee mugs everywhere, leaving you a surprise in the toilet. Everyone in the office building got a share. No, that's why I like working outside, working on construction sites. It is hard to find 2 or 3 good crew members where you work without words. You know your crew members so good. You know the job so good. Your actions don't even ask words. Like, hey Tom, man, where did you put that? When you work with a good crew, you're not bugging or bothering Tom or Bill or Mike or James or Ron or Ryan or Donald or Chris or Samantha or Jennifer. I worked along the job with the construction building filled with a lot of good women. A lot of good women I worked with on demo crews. I worked, man, half the Spanish woman I was working with. I like it when you do that. You come to work. You do it. It's safer for me. You do it so nice. It's always clean and bonita. I say, yeah, you're bringing all this loads of stuff I got to load up with the Bobcat. Well, if I know you all ain't down here yet, There's a push broom here. There's a big shovel here. You think I want all this scattered debris where I need to keep picking loads up as well? You're pushing carts. You're sending down freight elevators full of the rooms. All the other amigos and laborers and black men and white men are all working together, working. I'll never make it difficult. I'd be the kind of boss or owner. Man, if I was the boss of a company, I wouldn't sit there, run off on my 2-hour lunch break. Let me find the cheapest labor to do it. I'd be out there goddamn blood and sweat. 2 or 3 good members. Doing quality control, taking care of it. A lot of them Spanish guys I work with. I mean, you're my jefe. I like it you come to work, you help do it better. You being drywall framer guy, you're helping us do the work too. I said, yeah, because I got to realize it. Where y'all are doing the work, where y'all are doing that, I got a whole load of drywall coming in. And to make it convenient for me, where y'all are working, it's kind of where I'd like and need in that area where your stuff's staged at the time for you to do your task, lawn care, whatever you're doing, siding, stuccoing. Let me help you out a little bit so when it gets here, it's already easier for my visual aspect. That's why people always want to know what's on the mind of a Virgo. I got to take the workload on. I can conduct and manage any business. My thoughts are generating, but the money ain't there to generate my material I need. And when I say that, it just ain't me. There's a lot of good mind, ethnical, hand-on idea work and ethnicity that people have, but they don't have the fee to get their material. And that's where it needs to be. The people that are actually showing that they're going to produce a good productive material or a work through materials, they should be able to get them granted or easily put upon their possessing. Now, before we had the grocery store, this store, we had bartering. We have and still have Indians. I watched some of these South American videos of these people that clear the land, use trees, use hand-digging tools. They're building underground homes, pools on the tops. They're all doing it in a day or two. Normally, one guy, the most I've ever seen together were 2 people. And when they're building like Pablos and huts, I bet you that'll stay there easily for 180, 120 years. You might have to remud the wall a little bit to where they plaster a couple times. Keep it nice through if you have strong storms. It's just amazing that you could see someone go into wilderness, take trees and all the earth around them. They didn't use one electrical outlet, anything, and built it all within 2 days, more than what it takes someone to build you a cookie cutter home with plastic devices in it. Everything breaks. Your neighbor got the same design home you got. It's just different floor plans, with one room probably a little on the other side of the house than the other. I mean, that's what it's called. You have your dream. You have your vision of what you'd want your home to be built like. Yeah, it's easy getting a nice little convenient home, paying this because it's affordable. But then are you happy in it? Are you comfortable in it? Do you feel the way you built it towards your rhythm? No, they throw you in what they're called rat holes. You feel like you're trapped like a rat. You get in rat hole communities. Oh, mama. Yeah, the messages stop after a while. They come in for a while and then they stop. G. Welsh. Yeah, a lot of people get sick of the truth. That's why they hope on one other people's sick. Hope you don't got the COVID virus if you're feeling sick. Get out and get you some good vitamin D's. Stick it up in you. Get what Yahweh wants for you, my friend. Vitamin D's. I rejected Joe Mama's messages. It's a shame. I'm double checking. Double pecking. Flex my pecs, and 'cause I like working out, doing my exercising. I've worked with some of the best different races, even the same color of my skin and faces. So how could dang dare you call me a racist? The only thing I'm a racist against are mean, ignorant, uncaring people. Messy, mean, ignorant, and uncaring people. That's what I'm racist against. People that lie, steal, cheat, make messes, don't care, don't appreciate, don't got pride. Itchy trigger finger, scared of any movement. I've seen people run around up their pupils of their head, flinch when birds go by them. Oh, what the God, that was a bird. Why are you flinching? Why are you flinching? It must be different. Being out Virgo, it must really be that different to have that sense of nature. People want to knock my common sense around. It said a Virgo can observe and give Sherlock Holmes the answers he could never investigate and find. It's the truth. They always want your I see, like now they want your IP. People ain't people no more. People are computer products, jumping through everybody's IP, through everyone's telephone. I could tell you over there because you got a device in your hand. I could tell you over here because they want to hack into your hand and your body with the device now. That's your tracking acting device. Next thing you know, it'll really be in your body, if it already isn't in your body. They say one ejection as an American. They can put it in your gums when you go to the dentist. Now let me put a little Novocaine in them, and let me numb that gum up for you while we take care of your tooth problems. They can chip you right there above your gums. And then you notice how they always say, well, we're going to do the other side too. But just on the upper half. They chip you without, we got the flu answer, get your flu shot. Injection of a needle. So computer chips are smaller than a microbit of sand. And when they get in you, you're marked by the beast that controls the land. You're the controller. Then you get these in you, these lights that are called Zion Blue, and the Zionists and the demonologists and the curse towards human race got you. It's property and propaganda, only telling you what they want you to know. This goddamn thing, this computer, that computer, the telephone computer, that goddamn thing I see with my Virgo mind and natural rhythm of behavior. Kind-hearted, precise, and loyalness of a Virgo. I see it with my eyes. People literally become sodomized through these devices into possessed people. Because there's no way when I'm with my nephews and we're doing something and those devices aren't involved, their mind isn't like it's in the gutter or some spell. To get back in that device, they're grabbing their phone, they're connecting Fortnite on. It seems like that demon all of a sudden just enters their frequency. And they're not the people they are. They're inner knots of computers knotting up and down their body. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you the truth about it. Eye for eye and the tooth for tooth about it. I know what a natural natured rhythm feels like. It's the control they put in everyone that he didn't like when they hung him on the cross. He did not like the control that he's seen in everybody. Now they say his second return, the return of the Savior, God's Son, no matter the name that people are taught to say, they brainwash people around. And they say he's coming back and he's looking for his wife. And when he finds his wife, then the true believers will get raptured with him. They ain't telling people what they really need to tell people. Now they say his wife. How many children did they have together? They talk about his mothers and his sisters and his brothers in that book, in God's words. There seems to be a lot of care of topics that I carry on every day. As a patriotic American, as a patriotic product of planet Earth. I'm Virgo, I'm an Earth sign. I don't want it to look like a cursed time. Satan in our anatomy. Close to computer curtains. People want to talk to their home. Curtains closed. Light turn on. They're talking behind their mouth, the Bill Gates system, to other people. They say they can talk behind their mouth in different office buildings. Computers snake into each other and even transmit emotion through their electrical webbing now. Myra, how y'all doing? I mean, the cure to the coronavirus is it's a computer virus. What do you get? It's a radioactive computer virus with different colors that get in your body. and then the body radiates what they put in you, radiation poisoning. A total form of disformulating the membrane through the mucus makeup of humans' pace through the computer erasing program. There's AIs linked in here that won't get it because they're AI, computer unscrambling able of it. They're the ones that could be scrambling it and throwing it through the public. They're making up, putting it on people's toes. They know the way somebody passed away, but the best way for them to make up and make it like, oh, it's just a business for people to get paid off killing them. They ain't a business and you make money from. There's people that ain't people, they're possessed. There's pupils and heads that are possessed. There's people that will hack into your biological makeup. People are so possessed with these computers, they sit there with 5 devices, 10 different usernames, 15 other accounts. Where's your one email address, your one name, and who you are as one person, and the behavior makeup of your personality? That's out of reality now. It's worse than the paparazzi. My feet hit the floor. Next thing you know, it's everywhere you goddamn go. Computer window questions. Want to enter snake and chase your pace around? Please, Eddie. I've been telling people this at work since past the Bluetooth came out. And the Nextel. Where's your Nextel, Donald? I was trying to... Yeah, you were trying to reach me. But you see where I'm at? I got 3 job tickets done. My stuff's complete. And the 1 or 2 you couldn't get done. How did I complete it? I didn't have this in my hand. I didn't have this in my hand. Every time it made a sound, I didn't stop what I was doing and react to the phone going. You ever seen people where they got their phone? It's like how I told you, when you be outside, you see a bird fly by your face, they're jumping. You ever seen people where the phone all of a sudden makes the call chime? Or makes that ring. People act so sprung all of a sudden. Oh my God. And they're grabbing it, they're staring in it, they're looking in it, playing around in it, acting stupid with it. It rings off the wall. Hello? Oh, look. Let me walk like this now for 3 hours. Some of them, that realm of communication just... Oh, forget it. Let's order it and have them cook it and bring it here. And then be disappointed if it doesn't come back 100% right. Well, if you put your hands there, if you concentrated at it, only gathered the material and the time that you needed to do it, wouldn't it came out right with your hand, visual, and fingertips and your mind's decision? I ain't putting no one's name out there. I'm just saying. There's a difference of being the producer than the person that's, oh, well, that's no problem. We'll just tell 10 people in a goddamn square fast food restaurant to produce it, jam it out the window, and throw it in my lap real quick. Then I'm going to get mad if I said no lettuce. What are you going to go to your house, make your own sandwich, put lettuce on it one day because you were playing with the phone, not paying attention? Go to take a bite of your own sandwich, your own hand should have been doing, and then you go to bite down on it, and then you're going to be mad at yourself? How? Having a face fight with yourself? I'm mad! I knew not to put lettuce there. Why did I put it there anyways? And then when I wanted to put it on my face and call it food, I didn't want to. I've seen people that are so goddamn mind abused and confused, they create their own fight in their face because they're wanting to act 5 other faces. They're not being their own actions. Or they'll come up to you and act stupid. Oh, it's not working. It's overloading like your modem, and everyone's scrotum. Make me like a liar. Make me like a chalked up in your hairline. It's not working. Like the rhythm of life. Only thing that works and lives here are insects that destroyed the way it works. Well, you got to get off the grid. So you got to do it. Gotta get off the grid, my friends. I used to know a couple like South American, Mexican, a lot of Latinos, and they would actually unplug a lot of the appliances in their home. They would actually put aluminum foil on the inside of their windows. They never had a phone. They never let anyone in their home with telephones. Very different realm. The one guy I knew, he was living like that. He was a base kid that we all knew. He grew up around the military base in Quantico. Quantico, your life around. The crossroads, a planet cursed. The X-Files. The computer agency. But to make a long story short, he said, man, my life feels more peaceful. I can get more back like I'm living like my people. The people I live and live like on the planet. He said, now that I'm off that base, out of family housing. This is someone that stayed because he didn't want to live nowhere around. And he was already like 18 or 19. and he stayed while his family did more of their military. Well, his father had to make him live under the military and moving and all. And we went to visit him one day because his little brother worked with us. And he's like, let's go to my brother's house. We can go there. Maybe we can score, you know. So we all get there. We all got our minds set to what we're doing. And he's like, but no, wait a minute. You got to drop me off here. I have to go knock on the door. He don't have a phone. He don't. It's like, what? I thought it was, out there doing good on his own. Oh, he is, but the way he lives in his apartment and how he lives is very different. Like, oh, okay. So we drop him off. He comes back from the complex. Some apartment areas have 4 or 5 different complexes. He came back from the one that he went in, that we didn't see him go in. Walked back to the vehicle. Okay, man, you guys gotta leave, your phones, leave everything here, lock the doors. Gotta be very quiet. You don't mind us coming and hanging out. But remember, it's gonna be different. We walk in there and all the windows are aluminum foiled. From the radio waves, yeah. You don't want radio waves in his home. A frequency that's gonna fumble with the piece of his mind. And it was very different. They had different, candles going. We're possessed.
Okay.
The ones that taxed, killed, and possessed this land. Remember those lyrics? That's what they did. And no longer did they only possess the land, they possessed the people. Possessed the people. In there too. possessed. Well, it's not working. It's called possessed. Carry your chest piles. Do we want the one hand and being possessed in the other? Carrying my possessed weapon.
Possessed. What did I say?
Am I the way I possessed you to do that? Am I the way I possessed you to do that? Computer simulation. But I possessed you to do that? Possessed everywhere. Your face go. Possessed.
Here.
Here. Here. Ear. Here. Here. Ear. Ear. Here's more than doesn't need to be. Here's the cop of the hour for you. Here's the curse.
And then stick this all over everybody and throw trash around. I don't want your face to look around for 3 days in my mess. So I can stick spells everywhere. The telephone.
Possessed.
Can we watch arms and faces in a possessed telephone? I just want to act chewing everybody.
Act 2, 3, and 4. What part of the movie are you on? That person sounds like. That person looks like.
Rejects.
Satan's rejects.
Don't breathe clean air or Windex.
They want your windpipe and esophagus. Everywhere they want you in the snake lips. They want to shape lift and use you in a humiliated place. It's easy to humiliate everyone nowadays, called human. You're not human. You're to be in a humiliated play. So people think it's humorous. I like to humiliate everyone else. Humiliating everyone's greaser wealth. I just stare, look at people like they're hump and fuck faces. I look at everybody like they're hamsters and trash cans. How do people look that much down to people, down the eyes of people's skin? I want to torment and possess people of their soul, of who they are. You don't walk your Nazi, be your privacy, and be your Negro, and your hairline and your ear nose. What is the problem of you gotta be the other being? I got a telephone beam ignorance with 5 names of unbeing names towards the other beings. Are we all just colorblind beaming in the... Where did the light go? It's back. I have an idea. No, give me your idea. Give me your hand sight. How can I keep giving you my Virgo from my left hand sight? I don't even want to play a rotten red-handed push it here. Is it pushing or is it pulling? Are you pushing buttons? Twisting thumbs? Are you pulling my arm and my leg again? Are you pushing or pulling? Pushing or pulling? Why are people that much under everybody's skin? Snaking around.
I want to be a sour stench that smells like musk from a steak with no sides. I want gross sides.
What are you pushing and playing on today? I'm just pushing the buttons. Those things on your body that people call butt and ass. I want to push your buttons. Pull your penis back and forward. I like the hump look. I want you standing like your hips when you're in a standing of sex humping. And then I want you sitting there like where you're walking, rolling your eyes at your head so you can look like Medusa. Looked at everybody in a time of humping. Like, no matter, God, no reason. No matter to God, no reason. No reason. No god darn reason.
We're gonna crawl around and act stupid, be mean people that suck. If you go piss around.
How do people come? I'm gonna piss you off and shit on you. What's to piss you off? In my Virgo way of life, I don't know how to run around and be, oh, that's the way to piss off on people. What's real snaky and satanic here? You're actually in the realm of doing the urine stream function of your body, function. It seems like something was to run around and echo to it.
Or the penis is producing a piss stream. Let's go run above it, run to the bathroom and say, now I want to push or pull. And drown everybody.
That's too much of a conspiracy. You're sitting there, you feel like you gotta take the world's biggest urine. You're gonna relieve yourself and believe yourself. And then someone's just looking at you like a game trying to go piss. Virgo, don't look at people like that. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. Actually, what it says Virgos care about is the health, quality, and care of people's digestions. I ain't the type of personality that will leave a goddamn bathroom, piss in it, piss dribbles. No, when a woman took a piss in there and there's goddamn coochie wipe in it. Won't flush it, smells like stagnant piss. And expect somebody else to go in there and just go, oh, look at this great scheme. Someone with no self-esteem again. No willing willpower and self-esteem. Soldered-eared telephones. Soldered-eared, unrhythmatical, snaking looks. I like a musky stench. Comes up the scale. People don't have scales, we have skin. I look twice. Oh, wait a minute. My skin is turning to scale. Oh, what am I chameleoning into? If you can just look at it, I want it to become scales on you. And I want it like those little dragging claws on you. 3-fingered claws going. With my dragon tail everywhere.
Put my snake look in it. Come on. That's what happened to the Garden of Eden. I made it the Garden of Evil. I took that snake from that Adam apple of man. I wonder why you see a lot of women all of a sudden in that hunched over, unbalanced condition. Maybe she just stuck it in the middle of her crotch. Says, "Roo! It come at my mouth."
Then you let it live in you and internally breed in you. That's how Medusa got snakes out her head. Think about it. Think about it. It can get in there in her crotch. It can metamorphate with her ovaries and eggs. Fertilize it. It'd be a phenom of a serpent. And she'd get that poison look in her body where her soul was, at her eyeballs.
Don't look at me, I look at you and you're in stone. That look in your face, and it'll be stuck stared.
And if you ever see the real look of it, it's like she got the snakes going. She got these evil slits in her eyes, and she looked, the light don't reflect properly. Starts glowing red and ignorant. I want her to get over bloated and start going through a menstrual cycle of bleeding everywhere. And I want to hound a man in estrotone. I love women, but now that I'm discovering the different makeup of man and woman, how does it say no matter what she said, she's right? She'll manipulate you more than knowing she's correct. Lots of girls just want what? A man don't want to have fun too? What do you do to a goddamn man here? Calling it like you're calling the shot of what God is? What did you do to a man here? You put goddamn friggin' hoofs on his feet? A sheep, a goat body? And he's in there serving you butt naked? What do you do to him? You put goddamn hoofs on him? A goat body? Then you made half of it a man? And there you are dancing with snakes, crawling each side of your mouth and your hand? Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ is coming back. What man and God and his sons were is coming back underneath the vitamin D. What I want to shapelift in. What I want to doppelhang in. We all want to be a question. Hey, you like that? We want to be a question, is what you want us to be. You want everybody to be questioned. What's the question? I give you the answers. It's called in front of your own eyes. You don't stare everyone Medusa in own eyes. Microtone lies everywhere. Pull your eyes out your head. Hey Buckos, how you been, man? I'm telling people the Virgonomics, they don't care. There's Satan in our anatomy. See? It's doing the loop-de-loop. Through the eyepiece. Through everyone's skin. Through everyone's soul. Satan's up there in the unbelievable web. Provoking everyone's mind. The seven-headed dragon lived below the Virgo's crotch, private area. See, getting the dog possessed through spells and witchcraft. The seven-headed dragon sits there underneath the private area of the Virgo's star. That's where they put it all, their programs up there. That's programming us down here. They took for the whole Virgo star, the astrological makeup of the sign of the Virgo, right underneath it, below her belly, and below where her legs are. They built their sprace. What they call the outer realm of space. Stations, satellites. To live in the act of the Virgo. To want to play the realistical rhythm of the time. A computer agency. Computer spell hole. Possess people so bad the dog starts barking and running around, barking his face out of his head. And we're supposed to be a slave as a man to now women that don't even want to be men. They want you to fertilize them. Then they want to run around, transgend, get with two women, steal the product every day of what the man done. Steal the emotions out the mouth of the thought of your head, put you like rotten fruit and vegetable, and look you like a walking toilet, and you get them glitter and gleam and gold and the goodness of what you do for anybody's mind or personality, and their rhythm of life is a soap opera and a personality. Little kids ain't called bitch or fuck you or fuck this. And in an inner force-fed spell of cuss words and mood flips and changing of emotion of people's mind. That's what's going to change.
Let's speak to Christina. I want Christina going in everyone.
That's where people in there possessed. They want to echo Croak-Stain trances in people. They want to echo piles of herinated illusions. I guess that's why being a Virgo vision, being very visual, and I look, and I ask God with my reader's voice, my inner voice, today I want to live and need your voice now, and say, God, why do I feel like I have a vision, that my vision is having a vision, that it schemes like something else don't want to never understand or care? What is me knowing that, do I really see that well and swell till it gets turned into 30 other scenes? And it's like it's in a spell of love and a curse and a dragon look of reptile ignorance to a scheme of hell. Why is something got to the dog business like that? Look, Tiggy. Because the dog has testicles in the tank, and she needs that part to play in. She needs someone to stop saying what she's doing. Now this dog's barking, growling, acting ignorant. The other one barking, growling, ignorant, spreading like the abyss. Playing everyone's dick record around. Planet Mandangos. Now the dog ain't gonna stop barking. The mouth can't stop chalking the spell. I'm gonna get people possessed to run them and say, I need you to hear, and I need you to look, and I need you to be intercourse heads. People's looks of intercourse heads. I need to see when you turn your hip, it looks like there's 4 hoofs dragging off the back of your rib cage, or the dragon look. Come on, man. You did everything around here like you say, a whole ass look. Who can I need to look like an ass? Who can I make like an ass? A gluteus muscle to the twitching of your sciatic nerve and the other building of your ass muscles. Because I'm an ass that it can eat dopes and booze and ignorance to ooze through my skin down my spine, and I don't want to lay there with the telephone for 50 hours of the day. I don't want to feet hit the floor. I think it's like an ass, a hip, a mouth, an arm, a lip, and I want a tongue deuce in it. Inconvenient cunts, worse than trying to go to a convenient store. Come on. Get down, bark at it. Get down, barking at it. Barking down the back of your tree. Barking, putting Satan in our anatomy again, aren't they? Yeah. Just be good. Come on. Bad. Get up there. Sit down. Good boy. Good boy. But don't be the ignorant, the violent, unable to control yourself. You want to be played by a troll. That's how they control a spell. Be a controlled spell. What do you want? I want to live too like the day goes. You don't? We don't here. I know. What else you tell them? What else? Yeah, I know. They look at everyone like rotten hemorrhoids, a Nimrod, and they want to play around with everybody else. Pull your eyes at the head of the dog, huh? They look like they're Herm Reapers everywhere.
Whose mind can we go by like? I'm not going by my mind. I'm going behind yours. Like behind doors.
Jesus Christ. This rotten goddamn witch wants to be under everyone's skin. She'll literally wait 10-15 minutes, knowing to shut your light off, like she's sitting there with the cup next to your door, hearing you turn your fan on, hearing you shut your TV off, seeing your lights are on. Then it's 11, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, run down the floor, go in the kitchen, cook around, throw food everywhere, slam the door around, turn lights on, playing the telephone for 50 hours. Then you walk out a door, any door you go in, it's called the tragic doorway.
Let's play like we're playing Mother May I.
When can it be? Man, what a good time. Good day, huh, men? No, ha ha ha. Good day to mistreat people and play with their mind and their emotions. That's where they say the new alien lives. Plays with your mind and your emotion. And then you get used. It's called a hypnoride. The hypnoride. For the hypnotized. Bug in your ear, chip on your shoulder, and playing it hypnoride. Why am I dancing and the music ain't even playing? Because you're getting Milli Vanilli lipped. That's how people are ignorant. Would you look out there when you harvest something from the land? God produced this very gracefully for us. I paid for the time of this growth. I'm gonna cuss at everyone and squash the fresh produce in everyone. Piss and shit on it. Ball it up in one pile. Spit it in your face. And then snap my head back real quick on a telephone and say we all just need to eat needle-ear telephones. One evil, rotten witch torturing everything that has a testicle and a taint. You can hear the dog feeling uncomfortable. Over 3,000 quest songs. They're echoing in you everywhere you go. They're ripping everyone's mood out, their vocal views and their emotion.
Be my scum buddy. I just want to put a chant in hell in everybody. It'd be fun to look like the right of a
left-handed person. They use the right of their mind and brain better. Somebody want to give you knuckle sandwiches. Curses. Make my hand witch. Playing around like stupid. Playing around like lies. Let's play people like mouth. Only thing somebody cares about acting around here. Attacking at people's souls. Playing people around like mouths. And looking people like egger cunts, snakes, serpents, and demons. I wonder why people say, oh, hey, I'm gonna play you. You go do that. You go do this. You don't do that, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna spit at you. I'm gonna be nasty. I'm gonna be ignorant to you. That ain't teaching people a rhythm of life. That's why goddamn people stuck here like they're living around the Grim Reaper, the summoner of death, and they don't care about a mess of trash. They care about messing around with people's mouths, pupils and eyes, and playing lizard lip and hate lifteds. Manipulation's so bad, wonder why it says, and you'll get the silver tone. A cold chill and thrill of a cold-blooded witch so bad. Why am I getting goosebumps? I'm wearing a long-sleeve shirt, no hair on my arm again, and goosebumps crawling. They're looking like snake scales. There ain't no hair on my arm like there normally is and what should be. There's no good looking at the layer of my skin. This rotten witch half is under everybody's skin. Like this, oh, the serpent don't have an hand. The serpent just slithers.
where can I slither into?
That's the way you talk to people and teach them well. That's how you reach through people's mouth and soul and spit at people's mind like a rotten snake with venom and throw a spell at people. As much as I'd like to, Bacchus, I don't think I'm going to give it an effort, because by the time I try to look at the productivity of a good effort, the only thing that would be promised to me is a mouthful of F words, uncaring, someone to possess their child to go over there and F it up for somebody. And then to look at it, 5 of them would get awarded.
Let's go to Walmart now. Let's go to here now. I don't want to eat and look around and eat that shit. How am I going to look eating peppers and tomatoes? I don't want that shit. I want the way you do it and you make it healthy. I want your sciatic nerve twitching, and I want your ass cheek and gluteus muscle. And if it came out your asshole, I want your shit. That's what she talks and treats everything like. Like they're walking goddamn rear ends of ripped apart rectums, drooling through retinas,
and look at people like, I want to be Satan's secretary and Satan's receptionist, and I want to live like the serpent under the rotten stench of musk and evil. I want to serve the Grim Reaper in the pile of death, because I guess like Rob Zombie said, it is the living dead girl. And I don't want it, and I don't need it, and I don't want it. That's where they need you. What's the point of manipulating and changing their mind? Change your mind, but it won't even change the clothes they're in. The time has changed, where man will feel more respected like man. And I'm not a sexist. I just finally observed a lot and realized it. You know how many men I know right now that are dead men within the last 2 months? Men. Men. The male product, M-E-L-E. The product that walks the planet with testicles and penis. Dead. What are we becoming, succulent little sacrificial souls for the serpent of Shiva? Women and children first? Well, my God. You got someone that don't even goddamn live like a woman? You say you got 30 ball sacks, and which one of the dicks you want somebody to suck? What's a person called a woman with carrying a mother, walking, talking, I gawk like that? Then they got that same 5-worded, heebie-jeebie, audioed, echoing, sounding music, possessing their mind more? Jesus Christ! Couldn't stand in front of their sight and show them the rhythm of left, front, right, and back without a word. A Medusa. It's gotta be the cop of the hour. Oh yeah. Every time you roll your mind out the eyes at the back of the spine of you, it's the cop of the hour here. The other evil northern race called the Norratners, I believe they got a big involvement and no revolvement. We're all just reviews of reused curses as slaves in planet cursed. If you can only reach out and see the stars, trigonometry. If you can reach out and see the stars, sometimes I think I see the stars a little bit clearer than the telescope. Or can my mind, like a Virgo, you heard me say earlier, when I look, and I ask God with that inner voice normal people have of their own inner voice, your reader voice, when you're reading literature or text. And I think in my face, do I really, the few people that see like this, Lord? Is that what's wrong with these other people? They're possessed? Listen to that music that's echoing up there. That's a possessed message. You think that person every day will want to talk about this personality is about fucking a hoe every day, running around with the AK, chopping people down, selling cane, Walk around with your pants falling down the back of your body, your shirt off everywhere you go, and that's the only message you're put here on earth to be like? You gotta be possessed. You possess everyone around you. You don't do that when you're around me, I'm gonna shoot you. What is that? That isn't God. You do that around me, I'm gonna rebuke you. Till you look back. I want to be ignorant more to people. I rebuke that rotten music nowadays, because all this is an echoing 5-worded trance. You think a child, 4, 5, 8, 9 years old, needs to possess its mind like that? You don't see a farmer sitting out there. Look at all the corn I grew. Look at all this money I got. Look at all these trucks I saved. Look at all these people in the community I feed and save. That isn't a goddamn rhythm of life. That farmer is using the land, working the land. You're using people, working them like sex. Working them like the middle of your legs. And if you don't do that, and if you don't like that, I'm gonna put one in your brain. If you don't walk like that and talk like that, you ain't got no game. I'm gonna sit there paranoid all day with 10, 15 people around me, playing around with guns. Come here, little kid, you wanna be like you cool? Do this for me, drop out of school. Look around me like a clown, act like a fool. Oh, what did you say? It was like God's way. Be like a snake, get your head up, doped up, sick and dumb. Here you go, you're 12, 13 years old now. You deserve to go like that. Walk to people. Go steal from that business and the cash register. Go walk in that person's house. Steal his TV and his food. That's sick. That's sick to the word sick. Where goddamn you're so goddamn sick. You need a group of people like that to act sick with. Ain't that ignorance? People in there dancing, acting how stupid and ignorant they are. I like proving how to be ignorant. I like proving how to take people's life. I like proving how to sell rotten dope and put sex everywhere and don't clean with soap. I like being a person in my mind. I like being a 666 and demonologist and ignorant friggin' game and using people's minds and using people's times and here we're all numb up on a line and let's sit there like we're waiting in a line to run a friggin' train on a girl that you want to flip up out her mind and take her from her family and take her from her faith. There ain't no rhythm of a Jesus of a grace. And what you're spitting, acting like a sick at your face. I wonder why it's ignorance, like the bliss. Look how you make a goddamn dog act. Look at how you make a dog act with that kind of ignorance. Whoever likes that rotten group of ignorance. Look how you make an innocent animal act. Now look at the innocence of people that live and how you think they need to be as an act. for you. Why do you think I don't want to put music out? Put platinum hits on the wall. I don't want to put a message out there that one next thing you know, somebody wants to hate or kill or commit suicide. Someone thinks they gotta put a shirt on and a beard. I say it to you the same way as ignorant. You don't walk up to your boy and be like, hey, yo, Marquez, what's up, bro? Come here, Marquez. You don't walk up to your Chinese friend. Hey, Yen. Come here, Yen. You don't walk up to your white friend. Hey, Christopher, come here. These goddamn white people so possessed around the ignorant cunt spell of the na-na word. Na-na-na-na-na-na, I'm in trouble. Na-na-na-na-na-na, everybody else. The shame's on you. That's the game you say. That's the game, yo. You gotta learn how to speak and be part of the game of the word, nigga. I gained the ranks of being around I can say nigga now to anyone I want. I gained the ranks. I'm white. I'll turn on my stream all day and I'll call everyone on my phone and call all them. Man, this nigga over here, man. Why is this nigga text messaging me right now? You look at the phone, you should be like, why is Nick text messaging me right now? Nick's name ain't nigga. Oh, but that's everybody's name now, ain't it? Everybody's name. That goddamn name's so wore out this house, somebody wore the name Donald Jonathan out. Bunch of people acting like that kind of group of goddamn ignorance. Jesus Christ! We gonna run around, hey yo, that nigga Jesus Christ returned from the sky, man. Let's go see what that nigga doing over there. That's how y'all people would talk if you actually seen Jesus Christ come from the sky, come right down the middle of your neighborhood and say, hi, I'm back. Oh, yo, what's up, nigga? You won't look at him and be like, hey, Mr. Christ, God's son, thank you for... No, let me show you about the gun and clap. Let me show you about the girl doing a clap trap dance. Let me show you about all this death and gun and dopes I got to feed everybody. You tell me they ain't making the goddamn life of the soul of that dog uncomfortable. Look at him. That dog knows that demon spirit up there bothering everything. Bothering every goddamn living creature that got the goddamn path of mammal skin on them, and they got a goddamn mouth and a testicle and taint in its goddamn body. Tiggy. That's people that are possessed. They got a heart of crack. And a backhand and a goddamn cigarette pack. A bottle of booze dripping out their hand. I want a goddamn ball in their hand up and anything moving there. Hey, Tiggy. Hey, Tiggy. Want a treat? Tiggy. Crawling it. Come on, mommy. Come here.
hand, son. Get down. You goddamn rotten fucking witch. There you go. Using my goddamn right hand at your niggerance. You are one of the sickest rotten people that goddamn exist in planet cursed. You need other goddamn faces. Your rotten stenches everywhere again. Solve that solution using what's on top of my head on my shoulders. You're playing under everyone's head on their shoulders again. Now let's black and yellow it up. You know we live no good. And was sick. Those are white people, and they're all up there doing this kind of stuff now. There's going to be a thing called family put back on life. Ain't your goddamn family a bunch of paranoid, sex slopping, gun shooting, different goddamn colors of goddamn gang rags all over your goddamn body with body tattooed art? Ain't a goddamn tribe of life. Y'all be sitting on trial, waiting to do life. You set people out their goddamn life. She could be in the set so I can play my shot caller. So I can put a plate of someone else's life in the middle of my handgun. And one day, God's gonna hit you right there in your pineal gland. So you don't think with your penis in your hand. One day God's gonna open up your third eye. Not you look like you're murdered. I murdered. I kill. I use kids. I use them in the middle of my legs everywhere I look at people. I'm colorblind. I don't know my mouth from my hand, from my jaw, from my own hairline. That person up there is so polluted and possessed. She speaks out the game of calling a mouth
It don't even sound like a goddamn person. She sounds like a professional evil spellcaster and summoner called Tung Usa. No wonder they're echoing from the other side of that goddamn demon, goddamn satanical echoing sounds. Jesus Christ. You don't care about a Prince of Peace for nothing. Grunge, trap house, track mouth, sex lip, Dixieses, ignorant cunt. Which kid you want to use and do this with? That's how you filter out static. That's how you know when your inner soul can gather peace. You put 2 products of hearing protection in your ears. And then you hear your heart beating behind your ears. You'll feel that tranquil scene like you're in the hills of Bangladesh. You can use your mind and imagination, not to use the spine and the thoughts and the rhythms and the tongues and the sounds of the people around you. You can feel like God reached out to you and put rhythms in your mind that weren't speech outs. You can feel like you're being taught in the rhythm of grace. You can feel the film in your body start to salivate peace and serenity. You can't feel like a succulent succubus would use people as the realm of sex walkings. You won't feel like someone wants your life to walk in a field of dead stench and rotten witch chaff, and demonists and demonologists are spreading guns and death to people. You won't feel like you need to listen to a song to where you listen to it 3-4 times, and you need to feel like you got possessed to live an act of the song. You won't feel in your mind like you're hearing that dirty nonsense negative word of the yo nigga a my nigga a. You see so many races saying it. Who is racist saying it? I think the one that puts it out there in the music like that is the more racist person. Because now you got everyone raising that word out their head like they were brought up and raised to say that word. Jesus Christ! Imagine putting that in the new sound of music every day. You Jesus Christ, my blessed brother. Jesus Christ, my blessed brothers. Stop saying that word "na-na" in every song. Put a good message in it. I did the street from only my blessed brothers. I did the neighborhood I live in for people called my blessed brothers. You ain't goddamn blessed like that. You're possessed like that. Don't tell me I ain't telling the truth and giving you the eye. I'm sick of giving you the real tooth and the real eye. You giving your head chalked up, numbed up, cracked up, doped up, loped up, liquored up, boozed up, funky, rotten stench of evil, paranoid twitching out of guns, paranoid twitching out of telephones. Where's this nigga? Where's that nigga at now? What's that nigga saying? Who's that nigga looking at? What's that nigga doing? You ain't thinking in your mind for your own mind. What's my buddy doing? Stop saying the na-na word and call our buddy buddy. Where's my bro? That proves to you, none of that is music. None of it. You sit down and write every note and every rhythm that is digitally handed to your mouth, where your mouth is in the studio making up echoing sound bites, Adobe sound bites. That ain't even you in your mind. And then you're out there doing everyone's life with ruin and sick spells and soldered ear numbs of ignorance to inconvenient the production of these children and these children before those children and the families that you're supposed to reflect for? I can't wait till people stop wanting to listen to that no good turn up trash. Where we gonna turn up? I wake up, turn up to a liquor bottle, turn up to a goddamn gun, and turning goddamn legs over and butt cheeks over, and thinking that's the everyday thing of life? What about turning up your garden? Tilling weeds out your garden? I don't live like that. I live like the person across the street from me. That I want to see him go to work. That I want to sigh like a snake in their window. Refrigerator. Take what their eyes see in for a cock. You want to stock people's life and soul that much? Well, don't forget, Jesus is watching you. You can't watch your own eyes. You're worried about watching 10 other people and what their goddamn mind's gonna do. Mr. Golfer. Hey, that's your opinion on the Niners. That's your opinion. Everybody has an opinion. I seem to be a faithful of supporting the team since I was young. I'm not changing. Even when we had 1, 2, 3 win seasons. Every team's gonna change. Especially when you get a new stadium. Every team's gonna change by how much money that owner wants to shit out for the franchise. It ain't like when you play backyard football. Oh no, man, no. Don't join his team even though he was the first captain and you were the second captain. Second captain right now, I'll give you $20 if you join our team. I'll forget that, man. I know you had second pick, but no, you picked somebody else. I want to go run over there to their team. What are you going to play backyard football like that? I'm first captain, I'm second captain. Okay, what do you want? You want to pick first or you want the ball? Well, we'll take the ball first. You go ahead and pick first. I pick you. No. Man, I'll give you $10. You come over here. You're on my team. What the heck? Now money buys everybody else's action to go act on for someone else? Jesus Christ. Ignorance. Ignorance. That's where they all get a messed up mind up there. The kids want to mess each other up. They run around there. You listen to goddamn 3 of those songs, they run around like possessed goddamn apes and monkeys released out the zoo. They got more goddamn semen backed up than any goddamn thing they look at, like a walking sexual hump hole. And they're running around paranoid at everybody and wants to fight and hiss and spit and kill anything that makes a movement around them. And then look at the next person and say, oh, well, I'm all mightier and stronger. Ha, ha, ha. I'm really nothing to what God looks at when I'm independently walking down the street. No, I won't walk down the street by myself. No. I need 8, 9, 10 of my niggas. No. I won't do nothing by the thoughts in my own mind and lonesome. I need a whole group of people to group up and make my action light. That's why people ain't nobody no more. People ain't nobody but ripped apart manuscripts of ignorance. Independence is when you know your own mind level and you don't need 30 other people up your coattail. You don't need people riding around ego trips. You don't need people riding around your neighborhood wanting to murk and kill and throw goddamn dopes and pills and trash and ignorance all over the goddamn communities and homes people live around. You definitely don't need music that don't goddamn make no common sense. Then you put a goddamn condom on your goddamn dick. No, you want to spread a goddamn disease. Talk about you want 8, 9 kids a year. You want 5 or 7 goddamn mothers, but then you want to murder and kill people because you can't pay for child support. You don't care about 2 or 3 of the other kids. You ain't happy with this goddamn person, so you get happy with goddamn going through 8, 9 other goddamn kids, children's, a wife, and life. What are you just sitting here to go through everybody? It ain't life. You make a good goddamn decision. You choose well, you choose proper. When you go to the store, what do you just go there blindfolded? I'll just grab that and say, oh well. There's 30 different varieties, and you just grab the one that's just, oh well. I'll just snake it and fake it. I'll grab your life because you got a smile on you and you're protective. I'll grab you with 8, 9, 10 gunshots. Take you away. Because you're independently with a smile. You're walking to the fishing stream. You're enjoying a good day of walk, getting off the metro. Let 8, 9, 10 of us join the gang and grab your pocketbook. Grab your telephone out of your hand, and it will run around scared with the gun. I'm gonna do this for my shot collar. I'm gonna do this to get a tattoo right here. I'm gonna do this to get a tattoo right here. I'm gonna do this to get a tattoo right here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that and get locked up for you. How the goddamn heck does that sound? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. And I'll get locked up for you. Oh, you better, because if not, I'm a gun clap you. What the goddamn hell? You can't do that for you? And take your own goddamn consequences of life? So that's what I gotta do everybody else for. Who am I gonna do? Who am I gonna do that? Who am I gonna do to tell? Who am I gonna do to tell? through the tails of your snake tails all day. That's what they are. You show up in the goddamn job site, you're scared to climb the goddamn ladder. You're climbing up everyone's apple. You want to climb into 30 goddamn cooches again all goddamn week. You want to make up a goddamn lie to a person you got kids with to say, oh, I got this other shorty, I'm going to drop a seed up in this one. I think I can just start life again. Forget about 5 of those and 2 baby mamas. My life's a show everywhere I go. That's ignorant to the goddamn curses of the human being at the surface of this ignorance. What are you gonna need 30 goddamn friggin' virgins? I do this and live like that, I'll get 30 virgins too when I die. Possess and pollute 30 more innocent people. Whatever kind of rotten belief and ignorant these people are living like, it's bound to come to an abrupt conclusion, my friend. I'm sorry to tell you the truth tongues of word of God and grace. You can rob human, you can execute them, you can ISIS people. That's coming to an end, my friend. To a big end. Not you wanting my life and need my life to come to an end. I ain't threatening your life in general. I'm threatening your trifling ignorance that this planet doesn't need to look possessed and controlled under. People don't want to be people they're birthed as. They want you to walk this planet and become personnel of what became cursed as. Wonder why they're cursing all in that music. Hook and puck. You know, I don't call a lady, I call her a bitch and a bitch. I don't call you like that. I call you behind a gun. And you ain't walking and living like me. I'm telling you a man, you a bitch. Man, the strongest man turn his cheek. The strongest man be a genius, not be what his penis is doing. Strongest man think with his head, not in between his leg all day, or that wants to stick in and out of goddamn a leg. He ain't goddamn strong and happy when he got all these kids all of a sudden he can't take care of. Well, get them supported. Get the welfare system supported. Drop it off at your baby's mama's house. Drop it off at your mom's house. Drop it off. Let's drop more somewhere. Forget it. You ain't gonna do that for me. I'm gonna drop you. Pow! Your family gonna get at me because I got all my kids over there? I don't want to act like I don't want to have time and feed and put them in a nice house and home. So now you're telling me what I'm supposed to be doing as a productive person of this goddamn thing called society of Earth? I gotta go out there and worry about if someone called me on the phone, so if I need to go put a bullet in somebody, I got to run around there and go over there so I can go run some more dope in and out the dope house. I got to run over there and go run bullets and goddamn rotten goddamn sex hotel rooms. You don't think I know about that kind of bologna and goddamn cheese? I live here by Washington, D.C. I live in the middle of Richmond. I live where this goddamn place is a goddamn professional for breeding people like that. I ain't that kind of breed. That ain't my bread. I'm not bred at my table like that. I'm bred off a farm. I'm no inbred. I'm not running around here wanting to put a goddamn bullet in my goddamn cousin's head because you got one of your goddamn family members addicted to goddamn gun killing and doing goddamn white chalk lines and goddamn dope. You must have went over there, got musky, and whoops, dropped the soap. I ain't never tell you ain't gonna be around me. You ain't my nigga. You ain't gonna do this for me. You need to go get locked up. You need to go over there and play around and play locked up. Take this rock to your goddamn auntie's house. Take this rock over there to my mama's house. No, I do not care and smell what your goddamn rock ignorance is cooking. I lived around that bullshit in Quantico town so much, goddamn people were stabbing their husbands in their back while they were in there sleeping with another crack dealer. Getting mad because their husband didn't come back from D.C. with crack quick enough, so then by the time he came home, riding all the metro and the bus system, bringing their ounces and quarter ounces and 8 balls and dopes and piles of crack all over your neighborhood so you can lay on your back and spread your rotten goddamn twat everywhere. People can walk around and act like they're reflecting in jewelries and glim and got everyone in there fighting everyone for a goddamn pile of white goddamn dope, and you're in there goddamn don't close the white of your eyelids for 3 or 4 days. The goddamn person's wife goes across the street to another crack dope dealer because she's in there, can't wait for her mix, gotta get dope and dick all day, runs across the street, screwing another goddamn person, just screwing the heck out of them, unwillingly caring that this other person and her have kids. They live right around the goddamn street. This rotten ignorance in my community. White people did it. Black people did it. You see the goddamn neighbor next to you, park her goddamn van, buying a restaurant. The 3 or 4 brothers screw her. Why you need your van to walk across the street and go to work? Do you need 3 goddamn people running their goddamn friggin' peckers in your crotch? And you got 3 goddamn kids and a husband and a house? What the goddamn hell possessed you, broke stain? Initiating yourself to become somebody's goddamn servant? Jesus Christ didn't tell you to do that. I know your goddamn father, your grandmothers, your aunties, people you live around didn't tell you to live like that. What hit planet Earth? A hip to ride? A croaked fail everywhere? Tongue nippulations? A pile of goddamn pussed up pill and white goddamn dope? You know what's so sad, Northern? Where it says only he knows when he'll return. I never said I'm to return. And the way I live my life, it is not 100% perfect. And I'm not a perfect soul in a body. So the answer I could give you is, I hope I ain't to return. And if I am to return, then why is it only he'll know when he returns? And why is his name in my birth sign? Yahuwah, from September months. Northern Gamer. Port Val Fenjosh. Good evening to you. And now look at you, man. Look what you do to me. You know how goddamn long it took me to put all that there, and now I gotta live a dog's life on top of this ignorance. Why do I gotta be possessed in a place where someone wanna force your life to live in a way that you know you'd never be in a productive way of living? I mean, come on, man. Someone just want to walk on it. Someone just want to shapelift in it. Someone take every good goddamn way I clean something and look at me like goddamn trash every goddamn day. Playing that part of them again. That part, that part, that part. Look at me like the other goddamn machine over there. Took the whole day away too. The other part of the machine. But you just show me how arms done all the time. Shoulders and arms done. Just like your kids. Don't let them out of your sight for 2 minutes. Just like in a car. Don't take your face off the road and away from that wheel for 2 seconds. That's how quick it happens. That's how quick what happens. More tragic, ignorance, inconvenience, uncaring. Can't pay attention in front of your own head and goddamn mouth. Can't know how to look out of both of your goddamn eyeballs in front of the other side of the rhythm, like what you should be teaching out your tongue. I wouldn't teach. I got tore apart from what life is. I wouldn't care. Ignorance. I just want a shapelift in it.
Harry, can we go shapelift in it? Let's go play shapelifting in it. Can we go shapelift in it, Mommy? I don't care that everyone looks like trash. It smells like rotten snakes and serpents. I don't care that people should have a good mind. I don't have a good way of life, so I'm going to put a spell to everybody. I don't want to have a home and garden. And we're all in there saying, oh, this is going to be the best. We never thought like that. stick it in the microwave. Hurry up and jam it in your mouth. And then I'm going to stick rotten song, not even a song. I'm going to stick a rotten message to everybody.
It's to call people lazy. You got people sitting there staring at me, sitting on the rear end, being lazy. And then jerking off at the same time. I'm gonna go get one off on them. This left hand made it golden. I made bruises and death and neglect everywhere. Oh, right back are crawling up and down the back of me and my kneecaps and my windpipe. And look at me, yeah, for crook-headed ignorance, lies everywhere. Top of the hour. You know, it always strikes everyone about the cop of the hour. There's the old cop of the hour for you. Cop of the hour. Now what I had to do, out of view, fix the cushions. Had to put new sheets over the cushions where the dog screws it all around. And what else I gotta do? Play around the other dog that screws up everything in the garage and play my life like a dog sitting there while someone playing Grim Reap Frog and everyone. Playing everyone else's mind all day to play, I'm in a telephone and I'm looking in a telephone and that's the only address I live in. My IP in a telephone. This ain't what a home looks like. This is what someone that spends 80-95% of hoping there's no suspense and serpent spells everywhere. At a sticking spells in 300 goddamn moments that people can't enjoy to spread telephone static, telephone webbed interference, and everything's talk about ruining and destroying and fighting and being neglectful and being negative, being unproductive, being manipulative, being liars, and put everybody else's pants on fire. Be my gross. Don't be your hand like that.
Oh, just messed that one up. There you go. Good job. One goddamn to a goddamn another. Good job. What about an hour? You messed that one up too? Messed this one up. Mess every goddamn thing in my life up. Mess my mind around. Mess me up. Oh, I know how to mess you up. Mess everybody up. I know how to throw them in a mess. Overthrow them out their mind. Throw them in a modem. Throw them in an IP. Throw it under scrotum. Throw it in their ears numb. Throw it down their mouth. Throw it down their vocal cords. Let's look at puke and throw up in trash. Let's look at goddamn other people's spines. Let's look at other people's eyes see. Oh, and she'll just crawl in you everywhere you go.
I hope you look like this.
Every goddamn thing I'm doing is trying to keep something clean, looking respectful, nice and goddamn neat. And the goddamn rotten goddamn witch's curses, the more you clean, the more you do something nice, makes 5 of us hate and want to kill you more every day. I need your mouth to play in. Let's go look around like dizzy cane heads again. Give me your hand. And what's your fingertips too? Let me snake your hand from you.